Hey everyone, this is Angie at StampingWithAmore. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. I always say if you're new to this channel, but the other day I was looking at my YouTube statistics and stuff, and about half of you that watch the videos are not subscribed. So please subscribe. It really helps my channel, and give me a thumbs up if you like the video, because that also really helps my channel to grow. I would really appreciate it. So today, look at this cute little ornament. Oh my gosh, I love this one. It took me forever to figure this out. I think it was about 3 hours in total, maybe a little bit longer, for me to figure out this box. I haven't seen one anywhere, and if you have seen it, let me know, because I think that I created this myself. So I want to show you what I went through to make this box, because I think some people think that, you know, I just come in here, make it, and that's it. But look at all of this. This is how many times I've made and remade this box, plus about 3 or 4 in the trash that I didn't keep. But look at that. I really wanted to make this box. I tried several different ways. I tried, like on this one, I tried to put the little tabs. You know, I love to put these little tabs in there so it stays closed. Try to do it on the side. On this side didn't work, so then I went to the other side, and that's what I ended up with. But I have to undo this bow. I'm not going to undo it. I'm going to just slide it up, because I want to show you how this opens like this. And I have Hershey's Kisses in here, and I have about, I got 4 I think in there, but you can fit probably 3 more. But you can put any candy you want in here, but it says peace, joy, and kisses, and I love that because I really like that it says kisses on it. So let me slide this back on here. It took me forever to get this bow on, so I hope that when I'm making it today for you, I can get this bow, because it took me, it was really hard to keep the box still and to tie the bow. For me, that was like the hardest part. But isn't it cute? It's so little. So it is 2.5 inches on the bottom, and it's about 3.5 tall, but part of it is the part where it hangs for hanging. So I hope you enjoy this, because it's one of my favorite now that I've done, and it's really cute, and I think you're going to really like making them. Alright, so what you need for this, I'm using old olive, and this piece is 10.5 by 7. You are going to need some strips of 1/2 inch strips, and this is to cut out our little scallops that are going to go on the front of this box. So I am using the scallop from the penned, let me get it out here so I can remember and give you the right name, because I totally forgot. It's the Penned Flowers. I used this the other day on a box, and I love the stitching on there because it really adds to this box. I actually made a big triangle box. I've made those before, but I couldn't figure out how to get that with a handle on the top so that you can hang it. But I'll link it somewhere in here so you can see that one. I did that several years ago, I believe, and I did put scallops on the front too, and it's a bigger box. So this is the Penned Flowers dies. That's where this came from. Then I'm using the Sweet Little Stockings bundle. So it's the Stockings dies and the Sweet Little Stockings, which I got the Sentiment, Peace, Joy, and Kisses from. And I'm also using the little holly and the holly berries on here. That's from this also. And then the tag is what I used for the front too. So I'm using all those from that. And also, if you don't want to tie a bow on there, there is a star in here, and I caught that star after I already put the bow on. But this would be absolutely cute in like Daffodil Delight or something, and put a star on there. That would be really cute too, if you don't want to tie a bow on there, because it was a little tricky for me. But like I've been saying lately, I have carpal tunnel, and it's just like, it's from over the years of working as a dental technician, and it's just repetitive work that causes that. So it really makes my hands kind of go numb and stuff. So it's a little bit hard for me to tie bows and to fussy cut now, and it's so frustrating because I love to fussy cut. I can still do it, but it takes me a bit of time. All right, let's get going on this. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to score this. And we're going to score it on the 10.5 inch side, and you're going to score it at 3/4, at 4, 6.5, and 9 3/4. And then you're going to turn it, and you are going to score it at 3 and 4. And these go all the way across to the end, but we're going to score 2 more scores, and we are going to score now just to this middle line right here. So can you see that middle score line right there? We are going to score now to that line at 2.5 and 4.5. So just to that score mark. See how that is? And then I'm going to turn it around, and you're going to do it at 2.5 to the other side and 4.5. You're leaving the center here free. So can you see that, how that's scored? That's pretty much the hardest part of this whole thing. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you these 4 center points. I'm going to mark these so you can see this little rectangle right here. This center one right here, I'm marking the corners. And then what you're going to do, you're going to take your ruler, and on this one you're going to mark it halfway, which is 1 1/4. So just put a mark right there at 1 1/4, and do the same on this side. Mark it at 1 1/4. That's the center point. Now I'm only drawing this to show you. I'm just going to cut it. So you're going to I'm marking it from here to that center point, and then this one is going to be the same way from that center point to here. Now if you just want to go ahead and cut, if you feel comfortable just cutting from that point to that point, go ahead. If not, you can draw it too and make that the inside of your box, or you can just erase it, your marks. So I'm going to do that again on this side, because this is going to be our tree part. And it's going to be just like that. Now what I'm going to do is we are going to cut. So I'm going to cut down here. And a lot of times I just eyeball it, because these scissors are long enough where I can just pretty much be pretty accurate on it. So now we are going to cut on this second one right here, because this is where we're creating those flaps. And see, this is the flap right here. Can you see that? And then I'm cutting in here to that corner. And then we're going to do the same on this side. I'm going to cut down here to the corner. So this is forming our tree. And I'll do this side first so you can see that again. I'm going to do it on this outside score mark. These are creating our flaps there. And you're going to cut in to that corner too. This just makes it easier to fold inside the tree. Now we're going to do the same on the other side. So I'm going to do that furthest score mark out here. Cut down there. And then we're going to cut in here, just like we did the other side. And it's going to look a little bit strange, but I'm going to cut down here again. And I'm cutting some pretty good wedges out of there. They don't have to be perfect or match or anything like that, as long as they're pretty good sizes. Now on this one part, I'm going to show you this way. We're going to just cut these off, because I'm trying to show you the easiest way to do this. So this is our little hanging part, but you want to cut in on these two, like that. Just like that. And then this one we're doing the same. Cut down on these corners. and then cut in on these. You don't have to be as dramatic on these sides. Sometimes I get carried away, but it doesn't matter. So it's going to look like this. All these pieces keep, because you can cut out your scallops out of these pieces. That's what I did with mine. I just cut off these little pieces and then cut my scallops out of that, which I already cut 3, but I'm going to show you how to cut the scallops too. So look at how odd that looks, but it works. So that's why it took me forever, but it's really easy to do, right? All right, so you are going to fold in on all these score marks. And then I'm going to round the corners of these ends. Last time I did it, it wasn't really that easy. I mean, if you have the little, I used to have another corner rounder. It rounds them easier because this has that little lip there. So use whatever corner rounder you have. I should just put it in my triple punch. Ugh, I messed that one up. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to curve the corners here. There, like that, because I don't want to mess up the other side. I'm definitely using these boxes. All right, now what we're going to do is I am going to use some of my Stampin' Sale Plus. You can use, it's really, I used on the last one, I used my tear and tape, but I'm doing this because of the video. So if you have tear and tape, use that or some really strong adhesive. And you only want to put it on one side here. That's another thing I did when doing this. I tried to do it on the opposite sides, and that didn't work. So I learned that you have to do it on this side. And if you have anything like this little piece, I just trim that off. It's just hanging over. You don't even have to do it. It's just, I'm picky about some of that stuff. All right, so that's how it closes like that. Now I'm going to show you, I'm going to go ahead and punch, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to round this corner so they match because I didn't do a very good job of that. All right, so use your corner rounder. This one's not the perfect one to use for that. I have another one that I should have used. All right, so we are going to cut some of I already cut 3 of these. And I love the stitching on here. That's why I use this one. It really adds to this box. And I'm going to show you how I did this because they're 1.5 inch strips that you're using. And you want to make sure these are about the same width exactly. That's why I went ahead and cut them. But I put a bunch of purple tape on here. I'm going to have to probably put some fresh on there so it keeps it in place. But you want to make sure that you're cutting these all the same width. So that's why I went ahead and cut 1/2 inch pieces. And I make sure that they're all lined up to the edge of that 1/2 inch there. And I did cut these in strips. I cut these shorter and then just ran it through twice. So you want it right up to the edge of that 1/2 inch, and then you're gonna run that through. If not, it's gonna be uneven and it's not gonna be the same size. So make sure you cut the 1/2 inch strips instead of just trying to run it through, you know, on a larger piece. This way you know they're all the same. So it comes out like that, and then I just cut it across. Because we are going to end up cutting these. I'm going to show you how you put them on here. So it's going to look like that. All right, and I did 3 strips, 3 full strips of these, and it was enough for the whole tree. So we'll see if that works out again on this one, because you never know. But I think 3 is going to be plenty. All right, now let's bring this in. I'm going to go ahead and punch my hole in the top here. And I still don't have that top even. So I'm using this 1/8 inch hole punch because I just like the smaller holes. And then I'm using, this is from the Playful Pets. This is what I'm using, but you can use baker's twine or anything like that for your little, you know, to hold your, hang your box. So I'm just going to tie a little knot at the top here. All right, we're going to cut that. So that's going to be our top there. Pick whatever side you want to put on your, oh, you know what? Oh, I forgot to cut. I'm going to bring the cut and emboss up here real quick. This way we can put this whole box together. Let's run through, I forgot to run through my little sentiment piece and the little berries. Oh my gosh, do not lose these little pieces. Look how tiny these are, and these. We need to run this through twice. So I'm going to just go ahead and run them through here. Okay, so I wanted to show you how tiny these are, but they're so adorable. Oh my gosh, do not lose those dies. I almost lost the berries when I was doing this. I had to look all over my bench to find it, and this is the little tag we're going to stamp on. So let's just go ahead and stamp it while we have it right here. I'm just using Memento Black. I'm going to use the same sentiment. It's so cute. Peace, joy, and kisses. And we're ready to go ahead and do this tree. All right, now we got everything ready to go. All right, so we are going to start. I'm using wet glue. This is the best thing to use for this so that it stays on here and you're able to adjust and move it if you have to. So you're just going to put it, make sure it's hanging over a little because we're going to go ahead and cut it after. And then we're just layering these. I wish there was something to hook this into because it does get annoying, but I really love this little fine tip. It works so good. And I'm letting the stitching show. When I first did the bottom rows of the last one, I didn't leave the stitching showing, and I love the stitching showing. So that's why you see me putting glue up at the top here and on the box, because I want it to make sure it sticks. So you're just going to let a little bit hang over the edge as you're doing this. When we put the top bow on, it's going to hold this box together even more. So I just keep on, I leave it a little bit long because I like to have a little extra to be able to cut. So just keep layering it till you get to the top. And these smaller pieces, keep them because as you get to the closer to the top, we're going to be using those there. All right, and this is my third one, so we should be just about, make sure they stay straight too. One thing I love about this glue is that it dries clear. Let's see. And let's see, I think I can put that one next. No, let's go ahead and do one more. And then we'll do this one. Yep, I think 3 is gonna do it. Make sure your box is, you're holding that closed as you're putting this on because you don't want to glue glue it to the other piece that's underneath here. And then I think I did 2 and I left 1. I'm going to just go ahead and put it all the way to the top. And do 2, and then this one goes on the very top there. And because it is over there, I want to wait just a second for this to dry. The bottom parts will be dry, but this top will be out. So let's go ahead and tie our bow while that's drying. And this is the hard part. So I'm going to make a loop first. I'm going to put this in here. And then you want to tie it around that bottom part. Oops, I just knocked off the top. I'm going to do my bow here. I have to redo that little single one now. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. My goodness, the last time I think it took me 10 minutes to tie a bow. Alright, I am going to, this is our sheer real red ribbon. I love this ribbon. And then it really holds your box. You can even do that before you layer your pieces and it will hold your box closed for sure. So now turn it over and I'm going to use my little snips. And you're just going to cut up along that triangle. I'm going to do the same on this side. Just like that. Look how cute. Oh my gosh, these are so cute, y'all. I hope that you really like these, because I do. And then we're going to put our little tag on the front. There, and then we're going to put our little holly. Here, the holly are so cute too. Oh my gosh, they're so little. I need my take your pick tool, but of course I didn't bring it over here. Now we're going to put the berries on. There's so much detail in these little holly and berries too. I'm surprised there's so much in these. And then the other one. And there you have it. It's all done. Look how cute. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. And these are going to be so cute on a tree. I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. If you need any supplies, my hostess code is posted on my blog because I'm filming this before I changed hostess codes. Go to my blog and use my hostess code when you order, please, because it really ensures that I get credit for my order. So I appreciate it, everyone. Have a blessed day, and I will catch you in the next one. See you later. Bye.